Well, it's finally over. That long, drawn out Jeff Keighley situation where he wanted to name the nominees in a live stream and a live, video and all that other jazz. And kind of botched it a little bit because the categories were up on the website before the stream started, like 2 minutes before the stream started. So you was able to see all the categories before the stream started, which kind of spoiled it because I was just, setting up my setup to go live here to get my reactions here to what was going on. And I looked at all the categories while he was talking. So I was like, oh, okay. I see what's going on here. And quite frankly, this nomination announcement here was kind of disrespectful. And I'm going to tell you why it's kind of damn disrespectful. Simply because I don't understand how they undermine certain games for certain categories. Now, I'm going to start off with, we're going to go over we're going to go all the categories. You're going to actually watch me vote live here right now on this live stream. I already set that up. I'm ready to go and vote for all the categories. But I'm going to tell you why it's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? And I understand right now a certain fan base, a certain fanboy fan base probably is a little bit flustered right now, but I'm going to say this right now off the top before I get into my major rant of what I really, really want to talk about when it comes to Geoff Keighley and his damn Game Awards. This has to be the last year. This has to be the last year we nominate Remakes for Game of the Year. It's so commonplace now. It happens so much now. They do it every year across multiple studios and multiple devs and multiple publishers that we have to give it its own category. This year was stacked with so many games that were deserving to be nominated for Game of the Year that we have to stop nominating Remakes. Remakes need its own category. There's no reason for a game that is brand new, that achieved greatness, to not be nominated, rightfully so, for Game of the Year. All because an old classic came back and got remade, and all that nostalgia, plus the new elements of the game, people get excited about, and then they want to nominate it for Game of the Year again. The game already been nominated for Game of the Year. I'm talking about Resident Evil 4. It won Game of the Year, Resident Evil 4. We should not have to be able to double back and nominate it again 15 to 20 years later because it got a remake. Snubbing new games that were deserving to be in that category. That's my number one gripe. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Remakes are commonplace now. Remakes and remasters are so commonplace. They need their own category. You get multiple a year now. You're not getting one or two. You're getting multiple remakes and remasters a year. That needs its own category. Stop hogging up, taking up space for remakes in the Game of the Year category. I don't think that's fair. I think that's very unfair. I don't think nobody should be able to do that. So that's my biggest gripe. But I know I know for sure that those Sony fanboys, those PlayStation fanboys were looking just like this once that Game of the Year category was announced, boy. I know y'all was looking like this. Y'all was in pain. But I know y'all was in pain. You know what I mean? But I know Microsoft fanboys are definitely in pain now. RIP to Starfield. I thought for sure you was going to get nominated. I didn't think it was possible after the whole Death Stranding fucking pedacle that Jeff Keighley did a couple of years ago. I thought for sure Starfield was going to be nominated, but they still put a remake in Game of the Year. I thought for sure that common sense will be placed in Jeff Keighley's little peaty body brain, and the rest of those 150, and I put 150 in quotation marks because I think that's a inflated number by him. All those 150 board members would think, hey, there's a lot of fucking remakes now. Let's give them their own category. Let's not hog up Game of the Year with another motherfucking remake. But I thought Starfield was definitely going to be in there. But those Sony's fans looking like this because they thought for sure that Final Fantasy 16 was going to be Game of the Year. And I tried to tell them for the last few months, Final Fantasy 16 was not going to be nominated. It was going to be the one that was going to get snubbed. There was not going to be 2 PS5 games nominated for Game of the Year because, quite frankly, the games weren't rated high enough. There's 2 things that you got to have. Most of the time, I'm gonna say 98% of the time, because when it comes to Jeff Keighley and his Game Awards, they do whatever the fuck they want to do. We see that today. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. There's 2 things you really need to be Game of the Year, and one of those things is you got to have critical success, which is obviously a high Metacritic score, a high average of reviews, and you got to be a commercial success, and you know, Final Fantasy 16 just wasn't that. It wasn't high enough in the press reviews, and it wasn't for sure a commercial success on the scale of the other games that got nominated. Now, Alan Wake 2 is in there. We don't know what the hell it did. It just came out. I'm really shocked by. I'm more shocked by Alan Wake's 2 nomination than I am by Resident Evil 4 nomination, because they did it before with the remakes before with Resident Evil. But Alan Wake 2 just came out, and I thought for sure nobody played enough of this game, and this game didn't get enough, you know, exposure to the media and enough exposure to the fans, and this game didn't get enough time to be out there to get nominated for Game of the Year. But apparently, obviously, this 150 board members have been playing this fucking game for the last 30 days or something, I guess. I assume that's what's been happening. You know what I mean? I assume that's what's been happening. I don't know. But Alan Wake 2 gets in there. Now, a lot of people are going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, yeah, but then again, you got to look at the 2 criteria. These 2 criteria, it applies 98% of the motherfucking time. You got to have that high Metacritic average, that high press average, and you got to have major commercial success. You know what I mean? Hogwarts Legacy had the commercial success for damn sure. It definitely had that. But that 85 Metacritic was not going to get in the Game of the Year. And I tried to tell people that. You know what I mean? People was telling me Jedi Survivor, that was not going to get in there either. The Metacritic score, you have to solidify and guarantee your spot in Game of the Year. You got to have a 90, or you got to be above a fucking 90 to solidify your spot. Honestly. And this is why I'm going to come to my celebration, as you can see on the screen here, is, you know, the most nominated games. I told people for the last 3 or 4 weeks that Nintendo was going to have 2 games nominated for Game of the Year. It was going to be Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It was going to be obviously the front runner, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. They swore up and down that was not happening. I'm like, look, there's no way in hell you can have a game that is, number one, Tears of the Kingdom is already shooing. Anybody that thought that wasn't going to happen is a fucking dumbass. That's the highest rated game of the year, period. And number 2, Super Mario Wonder was the 3rd highest rated game of the year. The 3rd highest rated game of the year. So it's like, there's no way. And we know the sales of that game was going to be fucking ridiculous. We already knew that. So it's like, it's no way. It's 2017 all over again for Nintendo and the Switch, where we had Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey nominated. Now we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Tears of the Kingdom nominated. And we all know how that 2017 Game of the Year situation ended. And this year is going to end the same. And that's why I had to segue to all you Baldur's Gate 3 and you PC nerds who bitch ass motherfuckers. Because I don't know why y'all really think this broken, half-ass, half-glitch, clapping bare cheeks game has any chance of beating Tears of the Kingdom. If you didn't realize that by now, that Baldur's Gate 3 is not winning the Game of the Year, the Game Awards really repeats a lot of, you know, tendencies over the years. Now look at this screen with the nominations, right? We got 8 nominations, Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3. That tells me out of the gate, I'm telling you now, I'm willing to bet my house, I'm willing to bet my money, I'm willing to bet my foot, my leg, my toe. Every time a game gets that many nominations, those games are not going to win Game of the Year, because they're trying to make up for that game not winning Game of the Year by giving it an ass of nominations and giving it an ass of wins in other categories. That's why Alan Wake 2 has 8 nominations. That's why Baldur's Gate 3 have 8 nominations. I'm telling you, I've seen this trend with the Game Awards for the last few years. Once I seen the most nominated, because that's the first thing I wanted to see before I went live, who got the most nominations. Once I seen that, I was like, oh, that's a done deal. Baldur's Gate 3 ain't winning, and Alan Wake 2 ain't winning. And rightfully so, because the best game of the fucking year, the highest rated game of the fucking year, the game with the most perfect scores in the history of gaming and the year is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. There's no way you can beat that game. That game did unprecedented things for the gameplay level, design level, and open world level. There's no way you can beat that. I don't give a damn how many horny Nursel PC bitches you got that want to clap bare cheeks that cry otherwise. This is not going to happen. So once I seen that 8 nominations right there, I was like, oh, okay. Jeff Keighley might have come to his senses today. Because I'll be damn, I don't know how he understands, Geoff understands the credibility he has to protect. There's no fucking way possible that you're going to let a generational game like Tears of the Kingdom lose Game of the Year to some shit like Baldur's Gate 3. That is impossible. But he's going to make up for it. You got 8 nominations. Now we got the second most nominated game, which is Marvel Spider-Man 2. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. That's good for Spider-Man. You know, everybody know me. I don't give a damn about Spider-Man. I don't care. So it's like, that's good for Spider-Man. Good he got nominated. That's great for Insomniac, which I'm going to say now they're Sony's best first-party developer now. Fuck Naughty Dog. Good for them. You know what I mean? 7 nominations. That's good for Spider-Man. That's the one game PS5 had all motherfucking year. So congratulations. What you got next? Not a goddamn thing. Now 5 nominations. Now here's the thing here. Here's the thing when you see that 5 nomination thing here. And I'm gonna get to the voted in a second for anybody just dropped in this live stream. I'm gonna vote live on here. I'm just gonna go over this stuff here real quick. 5 nominations. Hi-Fi Rush, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, this is around the nominations Game of the Year usually gets, around 4 to 5. And I think Hi-Fi Rush is probably going to take a few. What's kind of shocking me here is that once we get to 4 nominations, we see Cyberpunk 2077, which I don't understand the disrespectful agenda of trying to make Cyberpunk 2077 look any great in the media in the fans' eyes. Why? It was trash. It was trash. Stop trying to save face with that developer in Cyberpunk 2077. Just stop trying to save face with that. That's also with 4 nominations is Final Fantasy 16, which I will go over the whole categories. I'm gonna vote live here for y'all. 3 nominations: Resident Evil 4, Street Fighter 6. That's pretty good. You know, that's pretty good. Capcom had a hell of a year. And that's one thing I'm going to say. Capcom had a hell of a year this year. And Nintendo had a hell of a year this year. I think Capcom does deserve to win a lot of awards. They're going to win Fighting Game of the Year automatically. We already know that. But I kind of am a little bit shocked by the lack of nominations for Starfield. I think Starfield only has 1 nomination. And we're going to go through the category and see. I was like, Starfield got 1 fucking nomination? Wow. Hi-Fi Rush got 5 nominations. Starfield got 1 damn nomination. What are we doing here? What is going on? Yo, I'm sorry, my Xbox fans. I'm sorry, my Xbox. I'm gonna say a prayer for y'all. I really thought this was going to be the time y'all are going to have a game of the year, a game of the year. You know, maybe Phil should have kept, Alan Wake exclusive. Maybe that could have been it. But yeah, Starfield has 1 nomination. I'm like, wow, that is insane to me. That is some insane-ish to me. But here's what we got to go to now. I'm going to go through this whole category, and I'm going to stand by what I say, is that we got to stop nominating remakes. It's just disrespectful at this point. At this fucking point, it's disrespectful to keep nominating remakes for Game of the Year. because we get so many. You know what I mean? We had another remake which probably was just as good or better than Resident Evil 4 remake. Was Metroid Prime had a remake this year. Metroid Prime, I don't think got nominated for anything. And that's just blasphemous. That's ridiculous. That's disrespectful. How did Metroid Prime remake not get nominated for anything? But if you had a remake of the year category, Metroid Prime remake would have been in there. This is why we need that category. You know, there's multiple remakes that come out a year, and there's multiple that are pretty good that come out a year. We need a remake of the year category. We got a super chat. Let's read the super chat real quick. Okay. Let's go Tears of the Kingdom. It's your boy. All right, yeah, let's go Tears of the Kingdom. We already know. I think they know, but they don't want. I think they know, but they don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? So let's go to these categories real quick. You know what I mean? That's the most nominated games right there. Obviously, greatness is still awaiting for PlayStation. Xbox got Hi-Fi Rush in there. You can get a golf clap for that. But we're gonna go over these we're gonna go over these categories. You're gonna watch me vote live. I'm gonna vote live on this shit, on this disrespectful shit. You know what I mean? Y'all not gonna hear the last of that from me, because I think it's just disrespectful to have remakes in Game of the Year at this point in time. We just need to go ahead and take that on out. That's just my my assertion. Hold on, we're gonna start at the top. Let me go back. We're gonna start at the top here. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna start with Game of the Year. Game Awards 2023 Game of the Year. Okay, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. That's a hell of a description. So I don't know why Baldur's Gate 3 is in here, because it had a lot of technical fucking problems. But that's not for me, to judge. But obviously we have Alan Wake 2, we got Baldur's Gate 3, we got Spider-Man 2, we got Resident Evil 4, who should not be in there. Love Resident Evil 4. That's one of my top 5 games of all time in my list. I'm not dissing Resident Evil 4, trust me. That's one of my GOATs. That's in my top 5 of all fucking time. I'm just really adamant about remakes taking up a spot in Game of the Year from new games. That's all that's about. Obviously, Super Mario Brothers Wonder and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and obviously, y'all know what I'm about to do. Let's go ahead and click that Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Boom. You know what I mean? Keep voting. Of course, y'all gonna keep voting. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. You know what? Let me download this right here. I'm gonna download this image right here, because I'm gonna post this later. Let me download that real quick for y'all. Like, bam, there it is. Yeah. We'll keep voting. Of course. Go to the next category. Let's go to the next category. Now, best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Okay. Well, the nominees are basically the same nominees in the Game of the Year category. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man, Mario Brothers Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom. Now, considering what Tears of the Kingdom did compared to all these games, Tears of the Kingdom absolutely blew open world games and turned it on side of his head. No open world game can ever compare to Tears of the Kingdom now. Technical design, that still has to go to Tears of the Kingdom, right? Because the way you create anything in this game and, bend the laws, but take the physics in this game to the absolute limit without the game breaking. The amount of stuff I've seen people create with the build in this game is absolutely crazy. So I have to give this category. To Tears of the Kingdom. I have to vote Tears of the Kingdom. There's nothing like this. No game like this has ever been created. If this game was created by any other developer, it would have been a broken piece of shit. The way they are able to have an open world game run like that, to where if you see it, you can get to it, to have basically 3 open worlds in one damn game, which you're talking about Skyrule, Hyrule, and the Depths, And to be able to craft and build any fucking machine you want to and defy the laws, it's like it's insane. So I'm going to vote Tears of the Kingdom right here. I think that's the only way. That's the only game that has to be voted here. Like, it just makes sense. So we'll go to the next category here. What's the next one? Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. And somehow we got Cyberpunk in here. This is another thing that's disrespectful to me. We got to stop nominating DLC. Because DLC cannot be considered a game. It's DLC. It's fucking DLC. It's not an actual game. It's an attachment to an old game. It's not a new game. It's not something that was newly developed. It's not something that was newly released. It is DLC. It's called downloadable content for a reason. So this is also disrespectful. First of all, it's disrespectful to put anything Cyberpunk in any goddamn category. That's number one. Number two, it's DLC. So what are we doing? So here, best narrative. So what am I gonna vote here? I'm definitely not voting for this horny ass game right here where you clap bear cheeks and you have a bear clap your cheeks. It ain't happening. I heard Alan Wake 2 was pretty good. I watched a little bit of that walkthrough. I did plan on buying it, but they don't have a physical release. I'm team physical. I don't buy shit downloaded. They don't have a physical copy, so I don't have one yet. So it's whatever. Final Fantasy 16. Basically Final Fantasy Devil May Cry. We're not voting for that. So I'm gonna vote for Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna vote for Spider-Man. I even though I don't fuck with Spider-Man, it's everybody knows Spider-Man's story. Everybody knows the narrative. Everybody knows his characters. I'm gonna vote for Spider-Man. So the Sony drones got one out of me. They got one out of me. You know what I mean? Let's go to the next category. Let's go to the next category here. Oh snap! Best art direction. Why the hell Liza P in here? But anyway, best art direction. Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Liza P, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I'm not gonna lie, because let's see what they describe as best art direction. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Outstanding achievement in artistic design and animation. Hi-Fi Rush definitely had some crazy shit going on in that game. That looked pretty crazy. But the stuff you seen in Super Mario Brothers Wonder and when the Wonder powers came in, that was also crazy too. So is that a Hi-Fi Rush in Super Mario Brothers Wonder where my vote has to lie here? So I think you know what? I'm gonna give it to Hi-Fi Rush. Because Super Mario Bros. Wonder is obviously going to win a couple of categories for me anyway. So there you go, Xbox. You got one from the Emperor. You know what I mean? You got one from the Emperor. Congratulations. Now we're going to go to the next category here. Best score and music. I don't have to look at none of the motherfucking nominees. I'm going to go right here to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and put my vote in. Let's not even waste time. There's no comparison. The music and score in Tears of the Kingdom, my God. Next category. Let's not even waste time with that. At all. Let's move right along. All right. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Hi-Fi Rush, from what I've saw, has some great audio design. Dead Space as well. Resident Evil 4 also as well. So, yeah, this is probably going to come down to Resident Evil 4 and Hi-Fi Rush for me. Considering the way they used music in Hi-Fi Rush, I think it's definitely a very good and new and different audio design. So I think Hi-Fi Rush gets my vote here too. You know what I mean? I think it's very something new. It was very something new and innovative they did in Hi-Fi Rush, and they get my vote too. Xbox, you got 2 from me. All right, Xbox won a little bit. Xbox won a little bit. All right, best performance. Best performance here. Okay. Awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. I didn't know they put motion capture in here as far as performance, best performance, but that's something new. We got Ben Starr, we got Cameron, of course we got my boy Idris Elba, Madeline. I don't even know who she is. I ain't even heard of before. We not voting Baldur's Gate 3 at all. It's not happening. Okay, and we got what's the name from Marvel from Spider-Man 2. So, man, this one is actually difficult because I wasn't overly impressed with anybody. I would pick Idris Elba because he's an outstanding actor at everything he does. He did nail his Cyberpunk 2077 character, but I'm not voting for no garbage, broken, on-release, trash-ass shit of a game. I have standards and respect for gaming, even though I'm a huge Idris Elba fan. I'm not doing it. So it has to come down to Jedi Survivor and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Wait a minute. Did she play? I think she played the agent, the black agent in Alan Wake. From the walkthrough I saw, that she did a pretty good job. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Spider-Man 2. That's what I'm gonna do. Bam. You know what? The Sony drones got 2 out of me. Xbox got 2 out of me. Sony drones got 2 out of me. Y'all hamming it up today. Y'all hamming it up today. Y'all hamming it up today. All right. Innovation in accessibility. Oh man, recognizing software and hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. And I'm not familiar with what the fuck did Mortal Kombat do for accessibility. Anybody know what Mortal Kombat did for accessibility for games? I know Street Fighter had a unique setup for accessibility. So did Hi-Fi Rush. I have no knowledge of what the hell Mortal Kombat did. Does anybody know what Mortal Kombat did? Because I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm going to just go. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to vote for Mortal Kombat. I was trying to scroll. I didn't mean to vote for Mortal Kombat. Well, it's done now. Let's move on to the next category. I was going to vote Street Fighter 6 right there. I was definitely going to vote Street Fighter 6. But oh well. That's it. Let's move to the next motherfucking thing. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sinar, Goodbye Volcano High. I don't know none of these damn games. So when you get in the category, and I don't think nobody played any of these damn games. Anybody played any of these damn games? You know what? When you get in a situation like this is always a strategy I use when you get in a situation like this here, when you don't know what to vote for and you're not really familiar. I'm gonna vote for the best looking art style. So there we go. We voted for that game. Let's move it. No, I did not want to do that. Okay. Yeah, this website is glitching up. I guess there's too many damn people on it right now trying to vote. But best ongoing. It used to be called best ongoing game, but now it's best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development for ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. And once again, disrespectful that Cyberpunk 2077 is in there. Fortnite, Apex Legends. At this point, I don't think you can vote anything else. What else is Genshin Impact? Oh, Genshin Impact did come on the scene and really start doing some crazy shit. But at this point, I have to vote for Fortnite. The fact that Fortnite is still going the way it is now and how long it's been out and it's still as dominant as ever, while Overwatch has seemingly died, yeah, got to vote for Fortnite for the best ongoing game. That's the only thing that makes sense right there. So there go my vote right there. Best ongoing. So what we got in the next category, man? Best community support. Man, oh man. Oh man, best community support, right? Recognize the game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. I would say Destiny too, but you know they just laid off a bunch of people, so I don't want to give them a vote for nothing. No Man's Sky. Why the fuck is No Man's Sky not any fucking way? Final Fantasy 14. Damn. Damn, bro. I don't. Damn. You know what? I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to get one from me. It did launch with a bunch of bullshit, a lot of glitches, and a lot of problems, but they did patch shit. So, guess what? The bare cheeks, clap cheeks, whack ass game gets a vote for me. There you go. There you go. You got your BG3 vote for me. There it is, right there. Moving right along to the next category. How many damn categories is it? God damn. Best independent game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. All right, best indie game, right? Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars. I heard a lot of good shit about Sea of Stars. So we're not going to waste time and we're going to vote Sea of Stars. And we're going to move it right along to the next category. What we got? Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by the independent studio. Why the hell does indie got... That's the same... Bruh, that's the same thing as best indie game. Why is... This is another thing that's disrespectful. You just got mirror categories here. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what? I'm gonna just vote Pizza Tower. Because that sounds like a cool ass name. That's it. I never played Pizza Tower in my life. I don't know what that is. But that's another disrespectful thing. That's a mirror category. That's basically the same thing, bro. That's the same thing. Anyway, best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island, Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now. Terra Nil. Oh, what the fuck? I heard that Monster Hunter game wasn't too bad, so I'm gonna vote Monster Hunter because I'm a Monster Hunter fan. And there we go. Capcom needs some love. They did a good job this year. All around good job for Capcom. Best VR and AR game. VR is fucking garbage. It is trash. It is stupid. It is dumb. It is a waste of fucking money. Stop wasting your money. I'm just gonna vote Resident Evil because I'm a Resident Evil fan. Let's move it right along. If I could just skip the category, I would, but I'm a keep my guns. I'm a vote for every damn game, like I said. Best action game. Finally, we get to a good category. It was some snoozer categories there for a minute. A best action game for the best game in the action genre. We got Armored Core 6, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and we also got Remnant 2. So, I heard Armored Core was pretty good. I didn't play it because I didn't really give a damn about Armored Core. Hi-Fi Rush still impressed me. So you know what? I feel like a game is missing out of this category. Am I crazy? How's a game not mentioned? That's crazy. I'm gonna vote Hi-Fi Rush again. Damn, Hi-Fi Rush got another vote out of me. That's like three. That's like 3 votes out of Hi-Fi Rush. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Now, with that description, right? Y'all already know what I'm gonna vote for, right? Y'all already know what I'm gonna vote for, right? I'm sorry. I mean, look, I came in this category thinking I was going to vote something other than Tears of the Kingdom. But when they gave me their description of what the category is supposed to represent, it would be disrespectful for me not to vote Tears of the Kingdom when the description of your category is the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Which makes me think, why the fuck is Alan Wake in this category? But you have to vote Tears of the Kingdom here. There's nothing like it on the gameplay level of combat traversal. It's nothing like it. Let's go to the next category here. Best RPG. For the best games designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Yeah. So here we got Baldur's Gate 3, we got Final Fantasy 16, we got Liza P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. Now, this was fucking disrespectful here. This was really fucking disrespectful. Why the fuck is Fire Emblem Engage not in this category? Because it came out in January, so why is it not in this category? Somebody made me understand that. I don't get it. So, best RPG, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give it to Starfield. Starfield deserves something. It's this only nominated category in the whole goddamn thing. So guess what? Starfield, there you go. Best RPG, man. There you go. You deserve better. You deserve better than what they get to you. You deserve better what they did to you. Best fighting game. For the best game design, primarily around head-to-head combat. Obviously, we got God of Rock. I don't even know what that is. Has anybody played that? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. I don't even know how this got nominated. It just literally came out. Pocket Bravery, Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6. Now, obviously, this is going to come out of Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. Since I mistakenly voted for Mortal Kombat in another category, I'm going to go with Street Fighter 6. I think it deserved it this year. I think Mortal Kombat 11 is better than 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is not bad, but I think 11 was still the better game. So we're going to Street Fighter 6 right there. Capcom gets one that they deserve. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play. Oh, man. Oh, God. You know what? We got Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4 got a nomination. Give it up. Pikmin 4 got a nomination. Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. We're going to go Pikmin 4 here. We got to go Pikmin 4 here. I don't know why it's under family game, honestly, but it definitely should got nominated something else. But Pikmin 4 is so good, it needs to win something. So if it's best family game, so be it. Next category. I feel like it's like 89 damn categories. Like, god damn, I thought this would take like 10 minutes to do. It's taking a damn while to do this damn shit here. Like, what the hell? Best game, best sim strategy game. After I finish voting, I'll take some Q&A, some super chats and all that. Once I finish voting, I'm trying to get through all these categories. I have, I cast 20 ballots out of 31. Jesus Christ. I still got a lot to go. So, I'll give my, closing discussions once I finish all this damn voting here. So, best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation. So Fire Emblem Engage obviously got to be in this. Okay, it is in this category. So we got Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot, Skylanders 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage. Ooh, Pikmin 4 is in this category too. But you know what? I'm giving love to the Fire Emblem. Love that franchise. Fire Emblem should have been in RPG category, but it's all right. We're going to give you one vote right there. Fire Emblem Engage. That's what we got right there. All right. So what we got? Best sports racing game. I don't understand why sports and racing games are in the same category. That's fucking wild to me. But we got EA Sports Football Club 24, which used to be FIFA. People don't know by now. F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed. I have never heard of that damn game in my life. The Crew Motorfest, which I heard was not good. And I'm not shocked it's not good because it's from Ubisoft. So EA can, kiss my ass, so I'm not voting for them. We're going to vote for Forza right here. Forza has always been the standard of sim racing games for the longest, so hey, there you go. Notice NBA 2K and Madden was not in that category. That's fucking disrespectful, J. Off Keeley. Let's do something about this, bruh. Like, take me to the next category, man. Like, man, I swear, I don't understand these guys sometimes. Best multiplayer. Okay, now it's getting juicy up in this motherfucker now. Now we're finna get real juicy back up in this motherfucker now. So, best multiplayer. Best outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experience. Okay. All right, so, Baldur's Gate 3. That's hilarious. Diablo 4. Party Animals. Was Party Animals really that good? Street Fighter 6, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. You know what? Gotta give it to Super Mario Brothers Wonder here. definitely best multiplayer experience for a Super Mario Brothers game ever. So there we go. Our wonderful Super Mario Brothers Wonder got a category there with best multiplayer. Let's go to the next category. Best adaptation. Recognize an outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. If Super Mario Brothers movie does not win this fucking category, Geoff Keighley, I'm gonna have to slap this living shit out of you. Because Gran Turismo movie was trash. I know all the Sony Pony drones wanted The Last of Us to win this category. But the Super Mario Brothers movie is the highest grossing video game movie ever in all time. The second most grossing, highest grossing animated movie of all time. And guess what? It was a good goddamn movie. So, no brainer there. Super Mario Brothers movie is definitely the winner in this category, and it definitely better fucking win. I swear to God, if Last of Us win this category, I'ma fucking go off. I'm gonna go off. That would be definitely disrespectful for what Super Mario Brothers movie has been able to achieve globally. It's just not a contest at that point. Most anticipated game. This right here is very telling, people, of how dry as fuck the PS5 is for next year. This is also telling how disrespectful Geoff and his family of 150 board directors, how disrespectful they are to Microsoft. Because Microsoft already listed a lot of games for 2024. Ain't there one of them listed here. You got Hades 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which why is that fucking nominated? Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. You don't have Avowed listed. You don't have Fable listed. You don't have State of Decay 3. They announced so many damn games. Like, it's disrespectful that you didn't have not one of their games that they have shown at their previous showcase listed in this category. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So out of these games, obviously, I think the best game is probably going to be Tekken 8. So I will vote for Tekken. Classic fighting franchise right there. Let's move it on to the next category. So it's I don't even know how that's possible. I don't even know how Microsoft didn't have not one game. They had so many games. Hellblade 2 as well. They had so many games listed for 2024, and not one of the games ended up in the most anticipated. That's just crazy right there. That's craziness to me. Content Creator of the Year. The most irrelevant category in the Game Awards ever. Because I don't give a damn about no Content Creator of the Year. I don't care. If I could skip this, I could, but I need to click on it. Who should I? Who? I don't even know none of these people. Iron Mouse, Quackity, Spring. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. This how irrelevant this category is. So I'm gonna just vote this guy here because he got my favorite type of shades on. And then watch he end up being a whack ass creator. He probably a whack ass creator. I'm gonna look him up after this over with. I'm gonna look him up after this over with. Best esports game. For the game that has delivered the best overall sports experience to players. Oh man. Best overall sports experience to players. Inclusive of tournaments, community support, content updates. Okay. Best esports game. Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, Valorant. Obviously, I'm not in esports on any of these games here. But I've played a lot of League of Legends, and I think that's overrated as fuck. I don't even know how many people are still paying Counter-Strike 2 at this point. I don't really hear much about it. Kind of surprising that Apex is not in this category, which is kind of disrespectful, but we're going to keep going. Heard a lot of great things about Valorant. So, boom, I'm going to vote Valorant. Is Valorant on consoles yet? Because at some point, somebody told me it was supposed to be on consoles, and I still ain't heard anything. So, we'll figure that out. All right. So, next thing. Next category. Next category. Last category. Best esports athlete. Another thing I don't give a damn about. Here's another thing. Like, why the fuck is Madden esports players not nominated in here? It's like it's insane to me. There's really two games that really, social media wise and buzz wise, really move in esports, and that's Call of Duty, and that's the Madden Championship Series. So the fact that the Madden Championship Series esports gamers are not in here, regardless of how you feel about EA and the state of fucking Madden, which is pretty fucking garbage at this point. Yes, I still do play it. They still should be nominated in this fucking category. The shit they have to overcome to win in these MCS championships is crazy. So for them not to even be nominated is insane. But we're gonna vote Call of Duty because I've actually watched some of their competitions and they're pretty hype. So that's where we're gonna vote there for that one. But yeah, for the Madden esports gamers to not be nominated is just fucking dumb. And we calling them athletes even though they're doing nothing athletic. But anyway, I digress. Best esports team. I have to go. Is FaZe nominated for this year? I don't think. Nope, they definitely not. They're definitely not. So that's the only team I really, followed because they're in my region. So I don't know none of these other teams. But I'm gonna just vote here for Fnatic. Their outfits are pretty cool. I respect the fit that they got on right there. I know that's a terrible reason to vote somebody in the category, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Best esports coach. Why the fuck is there so many esports categories? Why? Like, it's just ultimately disrespectful to have this many esports categories. Why? Why do we have this many esports categories? For what? For what? Ugh. Like, the coaches really don't get highlighted like that. So we really don't know who the fuck these people are unless you are knee deep, waist deep into that particular game, that esports game. I don't know these motherfuckers. I have no idea who these people are. Not one bit. So what do we do? I don't know. I'm just gonna click anybody. I'm any, mini, money, fucking mo. Moving right along to the next category. We almost done finally. 30 or 31. Another fucking esports category. God damn. How many categories? What, they got like 8, 9 categories for esports? Like, what are we doing? God damn, like what the best esports event. I'm just hold up. Smash event is not listed, so we're gonna click on Evo. Everybody knows Evo. So there you go. Is that it? It don't say next category. Is that it? That has to be it, right? All right. Bam. There we go. We voted for everything. So what do we do? Do we hit submit? There's no submit button, is it? It says keep going. So what? Keep going to what? I'm gonna click on keep going. I don't know what that do. Oh Lord, you've reached the edge. This site is so fucking laggy, bro. This site is so fucked. Like all the fans are raping this site right now. It's just so broken. I'm gonna click on the main page. I'm gonna make sure my votes went through because I did not do all that shit for no goddamn reason now. Like what are we doing? Like how do I check my votes here? Like y'all about to piss me off. Keely finds a way to irritate me differently every fucking year. Like it's like, can we vote multiple times? Is that what it is? Hold up, chat. Let me cycle through this. I'm gonna cycle through this real quick and figure out what the hell just happened. man, what the hell? Okay, I did vote it. I did vote. Okay, my vote did count. What the hell? Okay, my vote did count. That's what it's saying. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all that. That's what it's saying. It's saying vote in all categories unlocked right there. So I did vote in all categories. I hope it went through because this site just keeps fucking lagging and just doing this stupid shit. We can vote multiple times. If we can vote, let me see if I can vote again. Let me see. Hold up. Let me click on this. Okay, no, we can only vote. You could go back and change your vote if you want to, which is I think it's something new this year. So yeah, we can't vote multiple times. That's good because we don't need these Sony ponies out here going to voting Spider-Man 8,000 times in one motherfucking day because they got no life. So that's good. We don't have we're not able to do that. That is absolutely outstanding. I'm glad about that. And also you got this opportunity to tell others your vote. This keep going button. I'm gonna click it again to see what happens. Oh, it doesn't do anything. It just cycled through all my votes. All right, so yeah, that's it. We finally finished all the votes on this broken ass site that they got right here. And now we got to do these closing discussions here. We got to do these closing discussions. That's what you're seeing. My predictions for every I already told you my predictions. You saw my votes, but I'm gonna put it to you like this. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably gonna win. Probably about four damn awards. Resident Evil probably gonna win 2 awards. I think Hi-Fi Rush is gonna be one that probably wins multiple as well. I think. That's how I feel. I feel like it would. I feel like it is. It would be funny if Spider-Man doesn't win anything, basically getting the Horizon Zero Dawn effect by not winning the damn thing. That would be fucking hilarious to me. But yeah, I want to know what y'all think. Hit that comment section. Give me your, Game of the Year award winner, your prediction to win Game of the Year, and why. I need to know why. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. We're probably going to be back again today to discuss a little bit more in depth about Game of the Year. Because I like to tell people, I told you so. Because that's what I like to do. I like to tell people that. And, yeah, lock it in the comment section. Tap in the comment section. Let me know what you voting for Game of the Year. Actually go out there and vote. Take your time and go out there and vote. You can only vote once, thank God. Yeah, sorry to Starfield. It's disrespectful. Sorry to any other game that should have been in Game of the Year because we got Remakes still in Game of the Year, which it shouldn't be. But yeah, we got to figure that out. If there's any questions or super chats, y'all can get them in right now before we close this on out. But Tears of the Kingdom is going to win Game of the Year. There's nothing y'all can do. It's a done deal. Nintendo is the greatest developer on the planet. They had another repeat of 2017 here in 2023. They're taking home the goods. They're taking home the goods. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. No game is going to beat Tears of the Kingdom. Regardless of what the Twitter tried to tell you, regardless of what other journalists tries to tell you, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be Game of the Year. There's nothing else to be said about that. It's impossible. It's impossible for that game to lose. There's no way possible for that game to lose. That game has done unprecedented things in gaming that no other game can do. Period. No other game can do what it does. You know what I mean? And what's even great about Tears of the Kingdom being Game of the Year this year is that we also got the announcement of that Legend of Zelda movie coming out, which we're gonna talk about in another video. But that also was crazy. This is a mock-up, by the way. I would love Idris Elba to play Ganondorf in the Legend of Zelda movie. I would love that. Trust me, I would definitely love that. But yeah, it's game of the year. We that's the main one we talk about. That's the main one we talk about. The main one we think about, and it's going to be Tears of the Kingdom, the highest rated game of the year, the most perfect scores in a game ever in history, the best selling game of this year out of the Game of the Year nominees by a wide fucking margin. Like, it's not even close. And that's going to be that. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Y'all just need to bow down to Nintendo, who's the leaders in this industry, who's leaders in the gaming. They are number one. They are the top dog. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And on December 7th, we all gonna laugh, because every Sony pony drone, every Sony fanboy is gonna be looking like this.